The C8 Corvette Z06, always a showstopper at pretty much any car show I've been to, but there is one part of this car that I get more questions about than anything else, and that's the engine bay. And that's because it looks like this. One of the best manufacturers out there for some of the best engine dress-up parts is C8 Rally Driver. And I've made some videos with them in the past. I know Keith really well, really great guy. And we got some new parts from him. But before we talk about the new stuff, let's quickly go over what we've got on this engine bay currently from him. So we have these access panel covers in Seawolf Gray with my logo on it, of course. And we can't forget the included titanium screws to reduce weight and really look awesome. Not rust, not corrode, all that good stuff. We got the hatch supports, again, in Seawolf Gray, with, again, some titanium hardware to, again, save weight and make sure it doesn't rust or corrode. From there, we also have the C8 Rally Driver carbon fiber engine builder plaque holder with, you guessed it, some titanium screws for weight reduction, and they look awesome and won't rust or corrode. On top of that, we also have the latch cover, which I had custom painted again in Seawolf Gray with, of course, the anodized black surround area. So one of the best as far as I've seen with matching the Seawolf Gray color. So it has the tri-coat metallic, everything in it that the actual Seawolf Gray does, and you can see the color matching skill is unparalleled. And we can't forget the little guys over here. We got the carbon fiber filler plate here for around the coolant area. And over here we also have the Corvette flag branded oil dipstick cover. Again, all C8 Rally Driver stuff. Now, what do we have today but some more C8 Rally Driver stuff? Let's talk about it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Thanks for pressing play. Like you heard there in the beginning, today is going to be a C8 Rally Driver kind of day. We've got a couple new engine dress-up pieces, and you know me, at least some of them are going to be carbon fiber. And we're also going to weigh them because, believe it or not, there is a little bit of a weight savings here to be had too. But this is one of those pieces. C8 Rally Driver is really good at this because they make these parts that you don't even realize you want or need until you see them on the site. So let's take a look. So we got 3 different items today, and these are all 3 really, really interesting parts. I'm going to start with the one that I was the most interested in, and believe it or not, it's in this little box. And that is this little guy. And as you can see, sure enough, real carbon fiber, weighs basically nothing. If you're like, Justin, what the heck is that thing? This is the handle to pull down your rear hatch. Like I said, stuff that you didn't even realize you wanted or needed. So we're gonna go ahead and install this, and yeah, you guessed it, the installation on this thing, super duper easy. And the way that he actually describes the installation on the website made me laugh. Important installation and use warning. If it takes more than 5 minutes to complete the install, please call our helpline, 850-296-0901. We won't answer, but please leave a message and we'll put it on YouTube as an advertisement for how not to install this product. Don't drink and drive. Yeah, that's the kind of guy Keith is, and I love it. So obviously there is one screw. We pull this down, you take out that screw, the handle pops out. You really can't mess that up. But we're going to go ahead and take it out and actually weigh it because, believe it or not, there is a weight savings here on top of the fact that we don't have any carbon fiber right here. We got to change that. So we'll pull this down. Hopefully you guys can see that a little bit. This is obviously not that difficult. It's a T15. We'll go in here. Just take it out. And with it out, this should just slide right out. So there you have it. It really wasn't that difficult. What's funny though is we got very clearly like unfinished fiberglass in there. You don't want to touch that too much, but this is it. This is the stock handle. Nothing fancy here. So he wasn't lying about the installation instructions. There really isn't a lot to this. We'll put the carbon fiber piece in, just like that. Yeah, it's gonna look nice. We're gonna clean that up first. And we're also gonna weigh these things because yeah, we're crazy. All right, so the stock one with the screw in there is 15 ounces. So, I mean, We're not going to save a ton of weight here, but let's put the carbon fiber one on there. And with the screw inside of that, uh-oh, we're not even registering. Yeah, that's interesting. So if I push down on it, interesting. Okay, so there's at least a 15-ounce difference between these two. I can't even get it to register anything, and I can tell just by picking them up. The plastic one is obviously much heavier, but yeah, I mean, even the titanium screw is lighter weight. So we're looking at least 15 ounces difference. 15 ounces, guys. Yeah, it's making a huge difference here. So obviously we're not doing this for the weight savings, but either way, it is good to know we're not adding weight. So let's go ahead, we clean that area up, pop this in, and yeah, wow, that lines up perfectly. C8 Rally Driver products, man, they're always top of the line. Literally that hole is right dead in the center. Kind of hard to do one-handed here, but we're gonna do our best. Start to screw in. Now obviously you have to torque this thing down to 450 foot-pounds. Obviously I'm kidding. Just in case any of you guys don't realize that I am. We don't want anybody calling that number. And that should do it. So now we got ourselves a carbon fiber grab handle. You never know when you want some carbon fiber. That looks awesome. Keith and the guys over at C8 Rally Driver. Now my grab handle on my hatch matches everything else, and we saved at least 15 ounces. Anyway, let's move on to the next product. But before we do, if you guys like any of the parts that you see here today from C8 Rally Driver, you can use code HPO to save 10% off of all of them. All of them. So if you load your cart up with $1,000 worth of stuff, you're going to save yourself $100 just for putting in HPO. Okay, so next are going to be the strut covers. Now, these are what feels like aluminum, and obviously CNC'd with an anodized black coating and laser etched Z06 logo here. So you can actually get a couple different things. You can get Z06, Corvette flag, stuff like that available on the website. But what makes these things really cool, number one, they're a really nice looking piece. They come in anodized black, anodized red, silver, a bunch of other colors. But of course, everything from C8 Rally Driver is GM licensed. So that's a big deal, because when you're not GM licensed, you'll find out the hard way you should be. Anyway, rubber gasket on the back side so it fits real nice and tight against where you're seating it. Yeah, they're just really nice pieces. Now, obviously, the ones I have on there now are carbon fiber. You guys know I like carbon fiber, but we're going to throw these on there and see how we feel about them, because right off the bat, I could tell you they are really nice looking. So it's going to be hard to say no to these. Plus, in typical C8 Rally Driver fashion, we get titanium nuts to go on top to finish this whole thing off. Just like the grab handle on the hatch, these will fit any C8 out there. So Stingray, eray, Z06, Grand Sport, 01, 01X, whatever it is at this point, all this stuff will fit any of those C8s. And again, use code HPO to save yourself 10%. These are really nice. So I wanted to get black, obviously, to kind of go with the black and gray theme here, but at the same time, you can get whatever color you want for the most part. They're anodized, so pretty much any anodized color out there. So first I'm going to go ahead and remove the covers I have on there now, and then I'm going to show you how to take the clip off of that mag ride wire so it will slide through the hole. All right, so obviously yours is going to look a little different. It's not going to have this carbon fiber cover like mine does, but the mag ride connector's back here. It's just got a Christmas tree style connector on it. We just got to pop that off so we can have easier access to it. You can use a trim tool like I'm about to use. So stick this down behind it, pry it forward, and it pops out. So now with that out, we'll go ahead and actually disconnect the mag ride, which is literally just a clip. So now we're disconnected. But now you can see that's too big to fit through the hole here. So we got to pull this Christmas tree style connector off of the actual electrical connector. To do that, you really can use probably your fingernail, but I'm going to grab a screwdriver and we'll just kind of pry up on the front part of this so it's up over the little clip. I'll pull back while prying up and it slides right off. Now that connector small enough will fit down through that hole. And then we'll just remove the carbon fiber one, and like I said, that's small enough now that it will fit down through. And now we'll put on the C8 Rally driver cover. So the instructions say to slide this rubber protector up kind of out of the way. Each one of these titanium nuts is individually bagged. I love it. So first step, we're supposed to take this little rubber sleeve here that comes with the kit, slide it over top of the metal stud here, finishes it off nicely. And then included with the kit are these little rubber washers that are about 1/4 of an inch thick. These go on top of the bolt studs here, right over top of the nuts. So you'll have 6 of these. You'll need to use 3 on each one. Then we're ready for the actual cover. So we're gonna kind of work this through the center and push the rubber grommet roughly halfway through the hole in the middle, like so. And then we'll go ahead and put this down onto the bolt studs, just like that. Now on top of them, we have, again, included about 3 nylon washers per. Those will go on top of this after we put the cover on, just like that. And then we're going to put the titanium nuts on top to kind of hold everything in place. Again, these are titanium acorn style nuts. Really nice looking pieces. And they'll finish all this up real nicely. We don't have to torque these down to anything crazy. Just snug them up with a 13mm socket and you're pretty much ready to go. And you can kind of finesse this rubber around pretty much. I'll probably put it right at the actual tip. That looks nice. That looks really clean. So again, 13mm, just take them and kind of snug them up. We don't have to go crazy with torque or anything. You can snug it down with a socket wrench. Yeah, that fits really nicely. And then they get a little bit up close and personal here, guys. Titanium, that thing's covered up. Got the rubber gasket for the mag ride popping right through there. You got the Z06 laser etched onto the anodized black. That looks super clean. Really, really happy with that. And yeah, I'm a big carbon fiber fan, but at the same time, that really helps dress this up. We got everything snugged back up, so from here we'll just pull this mag ride connector, pop the clip back on, literally just slides right on, plug it back in, put the red safety tab back up, and then just push it back into the Christmas tree style connector hole, like that, and we are done. So now we just got to do the same thing on the other side, and we're on to the next mod. Again, guys, if you like these, check out the link in the description down below. Use code HPO to save yourself 10%. Super, super nice though. Look at that. Really a nice looking piece. And here's the finished product, guys. Both sides done. Titanium hardware, all blacked out. Z06 custom etched logo on the anodized black. Even blacked out the little stud that sticks through there. That looks really, really impressive. I like the way that these fit. Actually way better than the carbon fiber ones. These have a way nicer fit with the rubber bushing basically that goes underneath the entire thing, so it sits right on the stock metal real nicely. It matches my anodized black oil cap and coolant cap, and even the Mighty Mouse catch can, plus goes with the black throttle bodies there. And yeah, even the anodized black 92mm ported throttle bodies from Solar. So it still matches nicely in here, and it kind of breaks up, I know I hate to say this, but it kind of breaks up the carbon fiber because there was so much back here before you didn't really see the difference. But yeah, so the next step is an oil dipstick cover. Currently we have that one there, and that is actually from C8 Rally Driver as well. It's a little small, you can't really see it too much, but comes from C8 Rally Driver. And the new one is in typical C8 Rally Driver fashion, boxed really nicely. And it gives you a real good idea of what it's going to look like right there. So this is a C8 Corvette oil dipstick cover. So slide it open, and inside we have this nice little velvet bag with the new dipstick cover. Now, this one's interesting because this was Keith's idea of leaning into the LT6 moonshot rocket that's all over the block.
It's a rocket ship! It's a rocket ship!
And if you don't know what that looks like, it's right there. So this is the new dipstick cover. So obviously customized with my HPO logo and black anodized aluminum. Now this will stick out past the carbon fiber in there a little bit more to give you a better access to it. So definitely interesting. So you could get this design or the other one that's on the car currently with a Corvette logo or something like that. But that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and throw that on there and see what it looks like. Now this is super easy install. It's literally an Allen key. You put it through the oil dipstick loop, tighten it down, and you're ready to go. And there's the new dipstick as well. So it's got an HPO logo on it now. Looks like a rocket sticking right out, ready for removal for oil change purposes and stuff like that. So like I said, both of those can be had on the C8 Rally Driver website and all this other stuff too. So these strut caps, that oil dipstick cover, hatch supports, access panel covers. Actually, these carbon fiber pieces right here, I forgot, those are his as well. And that's like the finishing piece of carbon fiber for your engine bay because it wraps around to this side as well. Then the finishing piece in here around your coolant cap, and yeah, the latch plate, and of course that pull down handle. All this stuff, guys, like I said, they're little pieces, but they add up to something pretty freaking massive. I mean, that engine bay is looking good. So big thumbs up to C8 Rally Driver, Keith over there, really hitting it out of the park with these new products. Really like what we're seeing here. So guys, if you liked it, smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Grab all these parts with the HPO code. Save yourself some money if you want to do any kind of engine dress up. Really, really nice stuff here. But that's going to wrap up this video. So I will see you guys in the next one. And you know the saying, stay obsessed.